Hi children, very good morning to you all. I welcome you all for this interesting section. So, what we are going to learn today? We are going to learn about how to design an online invitation and how to create a newsletter using this word processor application. So, what is meant by the word processor application? I hope you all know, no? So, it's either MS Word or LibreOffice Writer. So, using these two applications, we are going to learn how to design an online invitation and newsletter. Okay. So, from this lesson, we can learn how to make an invitation, how to format a paragraph in the invitation, and how to create a newsletter, and how to type the content in the newsletter. So, these four important main points we are going to learn in this lesson. So, what is meant by an online invitation? You have no. So, any of your relatives or friends have sent you an invitation using the social networking sites, no? So, that is known as an online invitation. So, now we are going to learn how to create it. So, what is the first step for creating an online invitation is, first we have to open an word processor application. So first, for example, you open an MS Word application and first we have to create a file in it. So what is the first step? You are opening an word processor application, then you are creating a file and then you are giving a name it. Okay, giving a name to it. Then you have to plan the content. Once you have done that, you have to plan the content. Content means what? Say suppose you are inviting your friend for a birthday party. Okay. Then you have to type. For that you are preparing an online invitation. So what you will type there? You have to type the date, time, venue. Okay. Everything you have to type in it. So you have to plan what we are going to type. Then after your planning, what we have to do? Then you have to think how your invitation should look. Should look very nice, no? You should have good aesthetic view, no? So we have to decide whether what images you want to insert or what colors you want to use to make your invitation more attractive. So you all will be having any favorite color, no? So pink, blue, red. So you have to decide so which color your online invitation should look and what are the pictures you are going to insert to it. So everything you have to decide. Okay, these are the things which comes under the looks. Okay, how your online invitation looks first. So first we have to open a word processor application. You have to create a file, then you have to name it, then you have to plan what you are going to type in the invitation, then you are going to decide how the invitation needs to be appeared. Okay, then we have to check the text alignment and formatting. What is meant by text alignment is, you have to check where the paragraph want to appear. Text alignment is nothing but you have to decide where your content and image want to appear. So if your image want to appear in the center or top right corner, top bottom right bottom corner, so you have to decide where your text and where your image want to appear in the online invitation. Then we are going to see the formatting. So formatting is, once you have planned to type the content, okay, once you have typed it, then you have to check the spelling of the content, okay, whether you have typed all with the correct spelling. For that, what you will use, you have to use the spell check option. Okay, using that you have to check whatever you have typed is correct or not. Then you can also use spelling and grammar option under menu tools. Okay, under tools menu you can use the spelling and grammar option to check your spelling of the content. Okay, then we have to align the format the paragraph also. In MS Word, under the home tab you will be having the paragraph formatting options. Either you can align into the left, right, center. Okay, you will be having all the formatting options for the paragraph. Okay, in Office Writer, format tab you have to select and then you have to select the paragraph option. Then you can get the list of options like line spacing, indentation, bullet, borders, etc. So for a paragraph, you can type it either by using the bullet points or you can indent some lines inside. Okay, and you can give border for your paragraphs also. So these are the things we can use to format a paragraph. So line spacing is you can leave a single line space between the lines, or you can give a double line space. So these are the things we are going to format in our content. Okay, so first we have to, once we have typed the content, we have to check the spelling by using the spell check option. Then we have to format the content using the paragraph format options. Okay, by that way we can align the format also. So this is the simple online invitation. Okay, here we are used the image and the different colors for our layout. Okay, so these are the look, okay, we generated for our online invitation. So here it will include the date, time, location, okay, address, city, okay, and who is going to host the function. So everything will be there in our online invitation. Okay children. Okay, then we are going to see the newsletter. So what is meant by a newsletter? It will be a printed report or a letter, okay, meant for any specific group of people. So either it is a printed report or it is a letter meant for any specific group of people. So what is meant by a printed report? Say suppose the school day function of a school got over. Okay, so if you are going to prepare a newsletter, what will you do there? You have to type what are things happened in the school day function in like a report, okay, and then you are presenting. That is known as the newsletter. So we are going to see how to create and what are the rules we have to follow while typing the content in the newsletter. So first we are going to see how to create a newsletter. We have to analyze and decide the outline. Then we have to synthesize the data using mind maps. First we have to analyze and decide the outline. So what we are on, what topic we are going to prepare a newsletter. Okay. Then we have to synthesize data using mind map. So mind maps is what? They are the visual representation of any idea. Okay. You have to decide the step-by-step process, okay, for gathering information regarding the topic on which we are going to prepare the newsletter. Then we have to decide the format and design. So in what format we are going to type, okay, what are the alignment you need to do, and what for if you are going to type in a paragraph, no, so what are the things we have already seen, what like in the online invitation, no, so line spacing, paragraph, bullet, okay, everything we have to, which comes under the format. You have to decide the format and then the design. So you are going to use any design, likewise a border, okay, color, and what image you are going to insert. We have to decide all those things. Then we have to decide the layout, okay, in what either it's going to appear in the 2 columns or 3 columns, how many columns and rows your newsletter is going to have, you have to decide. Then you have to decide a proper title, so appropriate title for our newsletter. So what we are going to give, okay, the title we have to decide. Then we have to decide the font. So in what font the newsletter should appear. So the title should be in the bigger size than the subheading. So subtitle should be very small to the title, and then it should also be bigger to the text for which you are going to type. So you have to decide the font for each and every line in your newsletter. So what are the things we have to do is, first we have to analyze and decide on what topic we are going to do the newsletter. Then you have to synthesize the data, okay, the step-by-step process you have to use to gather the information. Then we have to decide the format and design for our newsletter, then the layout, then we have to decide the title and the font for our newsletter, okay. Then we have to see here, we are going to see the mind map for our newsletter. So here we are seeing the mind map, how a newsletter are used in a school, okay, in school, how the content of the newsletters are used. So they can be used for announcements like when this will be the date for the exams, for break, for summer holidays, and schedule for sports day, okay. For all the announcement purpose we are using the newsletter. And in articles, okay, a teacher can brief the annual day celebration, or even the students can also brief any annual day celebration or any other celebration whichever taking part in our school. Okay, we can also report our inter-school competition. If you are going for any sports competition or any science exhibition competition, you can report that also. And what are the events, no? Any tree planting event or any awareness event, okay, any event we can also report it by using the newsletter. So what are the things other than that is you can say a story, puzzle, okay, what are the drawings, okay, everything you can create as a newsletter. Then if your school, if our school won any prizes, we can, all these things we can report in the newsletter. Okay children, then we are going to see how to format the text in the newsletter. So I told you know how many columns you need to have. So we are going to see that in using Office Writer. You have to select columns under the Format tab. Under Format tab you have to select columns. Okay, then you have to select the number of columns and the spacing between the columns. Suppose you want 2 columns to appear in your newsletter. Okay, you have to select 2 and then the spacing between the columns. So how for each column there will be some gap, no? Okay, so how many space you want, 1 or 1.5 or 2, you have to decide the spacing also. In MS Word you have to click the page layout tab, then you have to select the column option and then you have to choose the number of columns. Okay, then we are going to see how to insert a scanned picture. For using Office Writer, first we have to click insert, then you have to click media, after that scan, then you have to select the require file and then you have to click OK. Then your file image get inserted in the newsletter. Then using MS PowerPoint, you have to click the insert tab, then you have to select the picture, then you have to choose the saved image now which we already have in your computer or laptop, then you have to click insert. Okay, then the image get inserted into your newsletter. Then we are going to see how to insert a page number. So what is meant by header and a footer? Okay, header is usually it's used to display the title. Okay, before the title, if you are going to give it is for standard 7th or it is for any particular class or school, okay, you can give that in the header. What's meant by the footer? Footer always includes the page number. Okay, so we have to select insert, then you have to click fields and then page number using the Office Writer. In MS Word, how will you do that? You have to click the insert and then you can choose the header, footer or page number. Whatever options you want, you can choose and you can insert a page number to our newsletter. So you can have 2 pages or 3 pages or 4 pages. It's up to our wish. So this is the sample newsletter which I have created. Okay, see here the fonts I used, the classroom newsletter, no, it is very big compared to all the subheadings, no, subheadings and the text. So your title should be should have a greater font size than your subheadings. So you should have the greater font size compared with your text. Then you can insert the image. So by clicking insert option, then you have to select a picture, then you have to click insert, then your image gets inserted. Okay, then you have to decide how many columns you want to appear in the newsletter. So I have decided that I wanted 2 columns, so I have inserted 2 columns into my newsletter. And the spacing, okay, you have to decide the spacing also. So this is the school annual day celebration which we celebrated on 29/2/2020. Okay, so I have inserted a dance picture which was held in our school, okay, during the annual day celebration, and then awareness program, okay, which was conducted in our school, okay, relating to corona. Okay, I have inserted that. So these are the things you can insert or you can represent in a newsletter. So any report, you can give any report, or you can even create any article also in a newsletter. Okay students, hope you all cleared. Okay, so now we have learned how to design an online invitation and how to prepare a newsletter. Okay children. Thank you.